Did you know that Taiwan, a small island, could be the spark that ignites a new world war? It looks calm on the map, but deep inside, it holds a struggle that could reshape global power. Between China and the United States stands Taiwan. Let's go back in time and discover how it all began. Thousands of years ago, Taiwan was home to indigenous tribes isolated from mainland China. But sea trade changed everything. Chinese ships began visiting the island, and Chinese influence slowly grew. By the 17th century, the great powers stepped in. In 1895, after China's defeat in the war against Japan, the island fell under Japanese control. They turned it into a modern colony, building railways, factories, and schools, but ruled it with an iron hand. After World War II, Japan was defeated, and Taiwan returned to the Chinese nationalists. But peace didn't last long. The fragile unity between the communists and the nationalists shattered. Cities burned once again as a brutal civil war tore China apart. Entire families fled their homes. Brothers fought on opposite sides. In 1949, Mao Zedong's Red Army swept across the mainland, city after city falling under the red flag. In Beijing, crowds filled Tiananmen Square as Mao declared the birth of a new nation, the People's Republic of China. Meanwhile, far to the south, Chiang Kai-shek and his remaining followers gathered whatever they could, gold reserves, archives, military units, and fled across the Taiwan Strait. There, on the island of Taiwan, Chiang rebuilt his government, declaring it the Republic of China. From that moment, two Chinas existed, each claiming to be the real one. During the Cold War, Taiwan became America's front line against communism. The island was seen as a crucial outpost, a symbol of free China, standing firm against the spread of communist influence in Asia. American advisors, weapons, and military aid flowed into Taiwan. U.S. warships patrolled the surrounding seas, ensuring the island remained protected from any invasion. At the same time, Beijing continued to insist that Taiwan was not a separate nation, but a rebel province that must one day return to the mainland. For decades, the tension simmered. Two governments, two flags, two visions of China. Then, in the 1970s, the global balance shifted. The United States, seeking to open relations with Beijing, made a historic decision to officially recognize the People's Republic of China. Overnight, Taiwan found itself isolated, losing its seat at the United Nations and many of its diplomatic allies. But despite the loss of recognition, Taiwan refused to disappear. It transformed from an authoritarian state under martial law into a thriving democracy that would one day redefine its identity. Today, Taiwan stands as a vibrant democracy, a free and open society built on decades of struggle and determination. Its streets buzz with life, its people vote in open elections, and its media speaks freely. Rare freedoms in a region surrounded by authoritarian powers. Economically, the island has risen far beyond its size. From the tech hubs of Hsinchu to the ports of Kaohsiung, Taiwan's innovation drives global industries. Its crown jewel, TSMC, now produces more than half of the world's advanced semiconductors, the tiny chips that power everything from smartphones to fighter jets. But even with this success, the island lives under constant tension. Chinese warplanes cross the median line in the Taiwan Strait almost daily, and the echo of invasion drills reminds everyone that peace here is fragile, always one step away from crisis. Chinese warplanes fly dangerously close to Taiwan's airspace, their contrails cutting through gray skies as Taiwanese radar operators track every movement. Sirens sound in coastal bases, anti-aircraft units move into position. Across the strait, Chinese ships conduct live fire drills, the thunder of artillery echoing across the sea. Meanwhile, U.S. Navy vessels glide through the South China Sea, shadowed by Chinese destroyers. Surveillance planes patrol overhead, each side watching the other with silent suspicion. In Taipei, people continue their daily lives, students in cafes, markets full of chatter. Yet the tension is everywhere, in every headline, every news alert. Tensions are higher than they've been in decades. Everyone speaks of peace. But behind closed doors, new weapons are tested, alliances strengthened, and plans drawn for a war no one truly wants. Yet everyone is preparing for. From a small island in the South China Sea to the center of a global struggle watched by the entire world, Taiwan is no longer just a dot on the map. It has become the front line of a new era of competition, where technology, politics, and ideology collide. Its microchips power the world's most advanced machines. Its democracy stands as a beacon of freedom in a region dominated by authoritarian powers, and its future could determine the balance of power between East and West. Every move in Taipei, Beijing, and Washington is watched closely. Each decision carries the weight of history as the question remains: who will shape the future of Asia and the world beyond? Taiwan is not just an island. It's an idea, a symbol of resilience, progress, and identity. A place where the fight for the 21st century is already underway.